Hello, dirt dauber. Fly around, will you? Just turn the camera on. The dirt dauber already flies. This is where I lose you. Nope, nope, you didn't fall anyway. Hey there, everybody. Welcome to one of the few how-tos left on the Porch Pickin series. Series 5 will mark the end of all the how-tos on this channel. I felt that I've already shared most everything there was probably to share with you, and regarding the frail instrument, how to play banjo and stuff like that, and that there's enough material, enough in the other series, and enough how-tos that you can go back and revisit if you need to, and pick up on from there. Series 5 will end September 22nd, and the how-tos, I'm not going to, well, I won't do them near as often. I'll still do them every once in a while. It's part of sharing music. It's sharing the tools you need to get started with it. But I think I'm going to move into the playthroughs. I think I'm going to move into the play-alongs, chords and lyrics kind of deal with that, with guitar and banjo. I've had all kinds of, I got my newest sidekick, oldest sidekick. This is the harmony guitar. If you haven't seen, if y'all know the story on this one, this is actually the same make and model of my very first electric guitar when I was 11 years old. It's the exact model. I was thumbing through the interwebs and came across him, and $80. It was as cheap today as it was then. I shimmed the neck. Now, when you shim a neck, now most people just take a popsicle stick, just put it in there, but there is a wrong way of doing that. You want to make sure you taper off your shim. That way, there's no air pocket between the neck and the body, because it can warp your neck, your fretboard, and it can cause damage after a while. If you do it for temporary use. Don't do it for a long term. They actually sell shims online. Stu Mac makes them. I think they're all over the Amazon, all over eBay. Just about everywhere has them. Go to your local music store, see if you can order some for yourself if you want to shim your neck. The reason I shimmed the neck on this was the string action was too high on the back end of the neck here, and the bridge, I had it all the way down to the body. It couldn't go down any lower than that. That's what it was. So that's the reason I shimmed it, and it worked just fine. So I figure, why not kind of go through how I approach guitar? I do it for the banjo, and so this how to kind of be for how I approach playing the guitar. It works the same on electric guitars for me as it does acoustic. I keep it simple that way for myself, so I don't get out of confusing kind of one technique over another. I do the two-finger claw, I guess you would call it, but it's still the same rhythm on the guitar that I do on the banjo. Turn my amp on there. You hear that buzzing? I got grounding issues. I still got to take care of that. I've done everything else. I think that's my next target, is the grounding issue, because the wires are right underneath this bridge, and I'm getting all kinds of feedback. Plus, it's old wiring. This guitar is well over 25 years old. So, I put in another coils, 2 singles, and I've got that far. And it was my first soldering job, so I probably got to go back and redo it. So there's just grounding issues all over. But as long as I keep my palm about right here, it kind of stops. But anyway, I kind of approach the guitar like I do the banjo. I do the quarter note, 2/8 note. So it's kind of reverse. Let's take a look at it here. Here's your thumb. Your thumb is the main drive. This is your rhythm section. This is your percussion. This is the drive in your picking. I got a thumb pick on backwards. That's my personal preference, because I like the sound it kind of gives. Kind of gives it a nice little drive, and this volume is way too loud. My neighbors are probably already gonna they probably already freak out with the banjo, let alone an amplifier. So I'm trying to be kind of respectful here. Kind of gives that little percussion. I can hammer on the strings like a piano. You know, like a piano, I'm going to call it a mallet, but the mallet hitting the strings on the piano. It's kind of like that same effect. I kind of get this this layered effect over my playing, my melody notes. So that's how I approach it. Let your thumb be your rhythm section. How are we going to do that? You're going to approach it in quarter notes. We already know 4/4 time, 4 beats per measure. Quarter note gets the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to strike a string, brush brush strings. Strike a string, brush in a quarter note pattern. Strike, strum, strike, strum. Strike, strum, strike, strum. A little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is your main drive. Now what we're going to do, we're going to cut those quarter notes in half. We're going to bring our index finger in. We're going to pick with the index. Now it don't matter what string you hit when you pick up. I like to rotate between the first and second string. See? Just keep that little groove going. So again, let me play a G chord. You strike a string, strum a chord, pull your index off the first string. Quarter note 2/8 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Practice that rhythm. Get it down. Study a chord chart. Practice your chord fingers. Just like you would do a banjo. Just like you fret and strum with the banjo. It's quarter note 2/8 notes. Practice that rhythm. Get it down until you become comfortable enough with it, or familiar with it, that you can just start playing and singing. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. Well, I can't wait to look in the mirror. I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. I must be a hell of a man. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble, but I'm doing the best that I can. Get that rhythm now. Quarter note 2/8 notes. Approach the guitar like you would the banjo. Study the steady rhythm, practice your chords, and sing. 3 steps, I promise you. And sky's the limit after that. The rest will come to you. Alright? So, as I look towards the future here, Porch Pickin, like I said, there's plenty of material to go back on. I think this is my 100th and probably got to get close to 160 plus videos on Porch Pickin. So, and down the line there has to be plenty of material to go back on and learn how to do the bends, slides, and the hammer-ons and all that stuff, and the fretting strum in general. That I don't need to repeat myself on down the line. I got to move on to other stuff, and that's what I'm going to do. And whether it be with more guitars and banjos and just more collaborations with my wife. I'm trying to talk her into doing some songs with me. I think we got one in the works now. An old Grandpa Jones tune. It is very rare that my wife and I can agree on a song to play together. So when that opportunity presents itself, you don't want to miss it. I'll advertise the hell out of it to you, so that way you know not to miss that. So I got something to show y'all real quick. it still recording? It's fixing to shut off. I think I'm at my thing, but hang on. Before it does, hang on. I think I just got the warning that the camera's gonna shut off. This, real quickly, this is the plaque to commemorate the end of Series 5. The end of an era for the how-tos on Porch Pickin to play the banjo. So it's coming to a close, y'all, and we're gonna move into the future together. We're gonna make this a community for music, for us to share music and play along, and just leave me comments down there. Leave me whatever song y'all want to play with me on. I'll record it. We'll play together on it, and things of that nature. And just let me know. This is our community. Porch Pickin ain't just me. I'm not a jukebox. We'll get on here, and it's just for us. So until next time, thank you so much for clicking on. Goodbye, and keep playing, guys.